We are here with Sol Trujillo, and this has been a magnificent event. Mr. Trujillo, there is so much information that we have been blessed with at this event. What are some of the takeaways that you feel that we should really take home and spread that knowledge with other Latino friends and households? Um,
Well, I would say first of all that the Latino cohort, as we would say in a more business-like sense, it's the number one and the most important cohort for growth in the United States of America. Not in the future, today, going further in the future. And what that means is that today the U.S. Latino cohort, right inside our country, is bigger than India, than the UK, than France. So now it's the fifth largest economy in the world, based upon the new Latino Donor Collaborative report. And so, it's very important for every one of us to be able to talk about that and to be front-footed, as they say in sports, about who we are, the importance we have. And it doesn't mean to be braggadocio. It doesn't mean to be anything other than to say, look, if you're looking for opportunity, if you're looking to make money, if you're looking to create wealth, this is where you look. And that's what Latitude is about. It's our family photo.
I love it. And then I noticed that Lin-Manuel Miranda did mention about how to bring your latitude, or there was a term he coined, is it Latinidad? Bring that out and not be afraid to show it. If anything, your latitude is your superpower. Tell me a little bit more about how you would express that yourself.
Well, I talk about people leaving here after they've been here should have latitude. And what I mean by latitude, it's a powerful word. It's about direction, latitude, longitude. But you see the spelling, which is L, capital L, apostrophe, Attitude, which is the emphasis on Latino. So the Latinos are the part of the future direction of this country, and it's going to be the centerpiece of growth. And when people understand it and they do what they want to do in their business and pursue opportunities, it should be con latitud.
I love that. And one of the common things we're seeing here is that you're shattering the limiting beliefs that we have. You're taking us to the next level. I'm sure you've had your own limiting beliefs before. How do you conquer those limiting beliefs in your head?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever had a limiting belief.
That's amazing.
I've had roadblocks. I've had barriers. But my view of life has always been somebody puts an obstacle in front, you figure it out. So when I started in my career, I knew I had to be 10 times better than most, because when I started my career, there were no Trujillos, Martinez's, Garcias, whatever it might be. And I also saw that others got to get by with different standards. But rather than complain, or rather than whine, I said, okay, if I got to be 10 times better, I'll be 10 times better. Because I want people to know what I was capable of. And this is a personal thing. But I would say it's a Latino thing, because as you see now in the data that we're sharing, Latinos have moved from 12th largest economy in the world in the last decade to the 5th largest economy in the world. But we did it through a recession. The 2008 period, 2009 period, we came out as the fastest growing cohort. And now through the pandemic, our Latino cohort, who were the frontline, patriots, serving everybody while everybody was going inside, they were still on the front lines out there, working, serving, making things happen. And there were a lot of deaths, a lot of tragedy with the pandemic, starting with the most affected cohort, which is the Latino cohort.
That's right.
But now that we've come out of it, guess who's shining? Guess who's performing? Guess in the mortgage industry, still 52% of all new home mortgages tied to the Latinos and Latinas. 67% of car sales. And now this GDP shows Latinos and Latinas are the most resilient cohort. And resilience is a key word, because we know how to deal with obstacles. We know how to overcome obstacles. Because most of us that grew up with not a lot, we figured out how to be entrepreneurial, how to be creative, and how to go for it, whether you had all the money in your pocket that others did, or whether you had other material things. But the one thing that matters most Yes. Here, here, and here.
I love that. That was so inspiring.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for coming on to our show.